Hello, Aries, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future, answering the question, what do you need to know right now in order to move forward in alignment with your higher self? As always, I've gone ahead and pulled the overall energy for the reading and clarified those messages. I have the tarot deck that we'll be diving into already shuffled, as well as the decks that I'll be using in the extended. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. Please remember, these are general readings. They will not resonate fully for everyone, so do take what resonates and helps your personal situation and leave what does not. All right, Aries, you are coming to the end of a tough cycle. You know, the end of a tough cycle approaches with the Eight of Wands, and I feel like this has been a very tough cycle. I feel like you've been moving towards the end of the cycle for a while, but it just feels like you were never, dog hair all over me, you were never fully able to close out this cycle. And I feel like that has been the most challenging thing for you, because I feel like you're so done with this cycle. Like, you're so done with being stuck in it. You're so done with feeling the way that you do. And this is your recent past, but in your current energy, you have what do you need to release with the Fool. And so there is some sort of new beginning that you're coming into, but there is something you're needing to release to fully close out this cycle and embrace this new beginning. You might kind of be in that like limbo period between, like, you kind of are in the process of closing out a cycle, but you're also kind of starting a new beginning. And sometimes it can be challenging when you feel like you're trying to step foot into this new beginning, but you're not able to fully embrace it because you're still trying to close out something from your past. And so I do feel like that's what you're dealing with in your current energy. And then your immediate future, you have hold your vision with the Four of Pentacles. And so your immediate future is about realizing that whatever this Four of Pentacles looks like to you, like, this could be stability financially, this could be stability emotionally, just like some form of stability, maybe how you want to achieve financial stability, or the level of financial stability you want, or the type of relationships you want, or just maybe things have been so unstable recently, you're kind of just in a place where you're looking for some predictability in life. But this Hold Your Vision card is definitely an energy of, like, whatever, the stability that you're wanting, whatever that is possible. You have Hold Your Vision. So hold the vision of what it is that you want, and have that faith that it's going to work out for you. Let's start, Aries, by looking at your recent past, clarifying the end of a tough cycle approaches with the Eight of Wands. This is for Aries' recent past. This is for Aries' recent past, please. Recent past for Aries. Yeah, so you have the Tower. Like, there was some intense kind of energy that you endured in your recent past. Maybe things kind of fell apart, or you experienced like something, like some sort of blockage or barrier that was incredibly challenging, like out of the blue. I do feel like there is a level of this that feels very out of the blue. Like, maybe it was a long time coming. I don't know, but I do feel like to you there was a shock value to it. Maybe like you didn't expect things to be as intense as they were, or something. And I feel like ever since this Tower happened, you've been trying to, because it's funny, you have the same Eight of Wands is right there. You've been trying to close out this cycle, but just haven't been able to move forward from this. And I feel like it's been incredibly difficult for you. Recent past for Aries. This is for Aries' recent past. This is for Aries' recent past, please. Recent past for Aries. The Judgment with the Hierophant. Ooh, okay. You're stuck on this because there's still something you need to learn from it. There's still, this Judgment is like a truth that needs to be seen. Like seeing through the circumstance to the core of what happened, which is really what I try to do in my readings, right? Like, I very often, or very not so often, talk about like the circumstances in your life. I want to get down to the nitty-gritty of the energies behind them, and like what's really going on, why is it happening, and what can you do to create different for yourself in the future. And that's kind of what I'm seeing, is like you're needing to see below the surface of like what went down, so that you can, there's something that needs to be learned from it. That's why you've stayed so stuck on it. There's something that you're not seeing. I don't know if it's you're not seeing it clearly or you're not able to see it without like a triggered lens, which could be the case, but I mean, I don't know. It feels like there's more to it than that. Reset past for Aries. This is for Aries recent past, please. Recent past for Aries, please. This is for Aries recent past. This is for Aries. Okay. Give me just a second. This is recent past for Aries. It takes that long. Something else needs to happen. Okay. Recent past for Aries, please. There we go. Ooh, okay. You kind of got thrown. So 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands, and 10 of Pentacles. You kind of got thrown into the depths of the unknown in your recent past. I feel like that's what this tower kind of feels like. Is it like really swept you off your feet? That's like what that shock factor is. Like, I don't know what that is really saying, but or like why that's coming through, but it just feels like you, like what you thought to be true in some way, shape, or form, or like, yeah, like what you thought to be true ended up not being very true. Like, I don't know. And you got thrown into the depths of the unknown. And I feel like ever since this happened, and it makes plenty of sense why you're stuck on it, because I feel like, and that's another reason, I don't know why I feel like I keep explaining my readings, but I do feel like that's another reason why I want to get to the underlying reason why things go down, is because I want to be able to say, hey, like, this is what's needing to be learned from this, so you don't have to repeat this cycle, right? When we can learn the lessons and let the cycle go, then we don't have to repeat it, which is kind of the whole point of life, right? Even though it's hard sometimes. Okay, current energy for Aries, clarifying what do you need to release with the Fool? Current energy for Aries, clarifying what do you need to release with the Fool? One more, no. Current energy for Aries. So what is it that's blocking you from this new beginning? We know that there's something you need to learn, a perspective that's needed to be had on it. Okay, so there's the 10 of Pentacles. This is what you're wanting. This is about you manifesting your 10 of Pentacles, your long-term stability. But there's something that's blocking you from this. You're trying to manifest or create or build to this 10 of Pentacles. And that can look like trying to build a family, trying to build a business, trying to rebuild after kind of this tower, the destruction of the tower that took place in your recent past. Like, whatever the case is, you're trying to do that. You're trying to manifest something. But what is this that needs to be released? There's something here that I feel like whatever it is that needs to be released would help you with shifting your perspective. Current energy for Aries. We're flying through this reading. Okay, current energy for Aries, please. So yeah, there's the building. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. You tried to build yourself up in your recent past. You tried to build something, a home, a career, a business, and you experienced this tower. Things didn't go the way that you planned. Things didn't turn out how you expected them to. And you now fear, because of how things went down in your past, that if you were to rebuild again, the same thing's going to happen. And I feel like because of that, that's why you're in between. Like, you're not able to fully build you haven't been able to fully build to this Four of Pentacles that you want yet, because there's a part of you that's still holding on to what happened in the past. Not like you miss it or you want to go back to it. Like that could be something, but it feels more like the experience of the past and the way that you've internalized it is keeping you from believing. Like, it's like if you experience a failed relationship, it's going to be really scary to try to start over with a new relationship, because you're going to wonder where things went wrong, why things went the way they did, and are they going to repeat themselves in, a new relationship? Like something like that. It's like you're wanting to rebuild, but you're also carrying the experience of your past while trying to create this new beginning. And that's keeping you from being able to fully like step into a new beginning. Now, this isn't happening consciously. Remember, 95% of our movements, choices, and decisions stem from our subconscious. So you might not realize that you're doing this. So what does Aries need to release then? What does Aries need to release then? What does Aries need to release? Okay, yeah, Ten of Swords. I knew this Five of Swords was going to come up. Try looking at life as if life has been happening to you, not for you. Now, when I talk about that, I want it to be abundantly clear that when I'm describing that life is happening to you, not for you, I don't mean that the painful, traumatic experiences that you've been through, like you should be grateful for them. That's not what I'm talking about. But those experiences and the healing that comes from them can actually benefit your life in ways that wouldn't be possible if they didn't happen. We're here to learn certain lessons. Our soul is here to take a certain path and learn certain lessons and grow in certain ways. And sometimes the experiences that we're put through are to help us level up and get more out of this lifetime than we would have been able to if that experience didn't happen. And so when I talk about life happening for you, not to you, it's learning that sometimes things fall apart so that better things can take place. Now, I feel like I talk about this and I have people that comment that are like telling me these awful things that they've been through. And that's where I want to back up and remind you that these are general readings and they will not resonate fully for everyone. But there is this need to let go of the belief that the universe is out to get you. Because I do feel like that is what you have internalized on some level because of what you've been through. And though your experience might align with that belief, that doesn't mean that that is the truth. And a lot of times the things that we go through, because I really feel like it's this Ten of Swords. Like you've been going through some pretty painful stuff, Aries, some pretty shocking. I mean, yeah, this Wheel of Fortune in reverse on the back of the deck, this is literally blessings in disguise. So you've been through some pretty challenging, pretty painful experiences, but that doesn't mean that that's all there is to life and that's all there is that you're going to experience. I really feel like there's a need to reframe your past as much as you can and look at like, okay, what did this teach me? What can I learn from this? What good can come from this? Because there can be a good to every single pain that we experience. It doesn't mean that you are diminishing or downplaying the bad that occurred in that event and the pain that you had to suffer and endure. What it means is that you're choosing to see things through the lens of light and through the lens of hope. The more that you do that, the less that you will bring that experience of your past with you into the future and expect certain things to go wrong or expect certain outcomes that then affect your movements, choices, and decisions. And so, it's hard because I talk about like how you don't want to live life through the lens, with a victim mentality. That doesn't mean that you're not a victim. You very well could have been through something in your recent past that made you a victim. But looking at life as if you are a victim and this universe is out to get you will create the experience of you continuing to be a victim. And you don't want that. You want to be a survivor. You want to be someone who has learned from the pain and uses that pain and has transmuted it into something good and powerful, and, allows that pain to be a product, or not the product, but allows that pain to be like a catalyst for a lot of good to take place. And that's where, like, you have two options. When you go through really painful experiences, you can either allow that to then dictate your movement, choices, and decisions, and then it's almost like you become your pain, you become a product of your pain. Or you choose to take a step back and say, what can I do with this? How is this happening for me? And what can I create from this? Because that is where miracles happen. That's when we open our hearts to the universe to show us, really cool experiences that we would miss out on if we saw things through the lens of that victim mentality forever. All right. I hope that was received or understood, that was given, that message is given with love. I always get a little nervous when I talk about that victim mentality aspect. All right, immediate future for Aries, clarifying, hold your vision with the Four of Pentacles. Immediate future for Aries, clarifying, hold your vision with the Four of Pentacles. This is for Aries, immediate future. Okay. The Hangman in reverse. No, these are upside down. It's the Hangman with the Eight of Wands. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Okay. Letting go is the only way forward. And sometimes letting go can be really scary because it can feel like if we let go, then that unknown is going to like swallow us whole, right? But letting go and embracing the new beginning that you're trying to step into and saying, this doesn't have to be like what I've been through, is the most important thing. I once read a quote. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's a pretty famous quote because I don't think this is the first time I read it, but it said, the road to success and failure look almost exactly the same. Because on the road to success in any form, relationships, career, finances, there will be failure. There will be times where you face experiences that make it look like you're never going to get there. But what you choose to do with that quote unquote failure, whether you let it choose to break you or you choose to rise above it and create something from it, that is what determines what it is that you're going to be able to create. And so your immediate future is about embracing this tower and saying, yeah, things didn't work out. I tried to build, I tried to create, I tried to step out of my comfort zone, I tried to be vulnerable, I tried to give everything I had to that relationship or that job or that path, and things didn't work out. But that doesn't mean that I should quit on myself and believe that things will never work out, right? I actually can resonate with this reading quite a bit because I had been in an experience. I don't know if some of you know me from my previous channel that I had back in 2020. It's like 2020 to early 2021. I built up, a certain amount of followers, and I had, I was using this to pursue my to gain income and all of that. But I ended up sabotaging it away. Now, everything, and during that time period, I mean, I lost everything. I lost friends, I lost family members, I lost pretty much every single personal item that I owned. Like, I lost everything, and I had to start over from scratch. And it took me a couple of years to build up the courage to try again. Because and that needed to happen, and I'm able to see why it needed to happen. But being able to be where I am now makes everything that I went through worth it. Now, I'm not sitting here saying I want to relive that, but I would do it again if it could get me to where I am right now. If I had to go back in time and choose again, I would do it again because it would leave me here. And so I do really think that there's a certain way that you're needing to reframe your past so that you can create this future for yourself. Immediate future for Aries. Immediate future for Aries. Because you want to close out this cycle of your past. I know you do. Immediate future for Aries. The Nine of Cups. You have an opportunity for wish fulfillment here. Nine of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. But it comes after the healing, a star. The opportunity that you're looking for comes after the healing. And maybe you have been doing healing. And if you have, then that is fantastic. You're on the right track, and consider this confirmation. And because, when we're doing the healing and trying to move on from our past and trying to send love to the people who hurt us, it can get, we can get really frustrated when it feels like we continue to stay stagnant and stuck in that cycle. But the more that we continue to try to push past that and trust in the healing, trust in the universe, the more that we do open doors for ourselves. So, if this is your reading to say, maybe there's a need to step back and focus on the healing, or maybe this is your reading to say, like, keep doing what you're doing because you're doing what you need to do. I don't know, but I do know that the healing with the star here is going to be what leads you to this vision. The healing from this tower is what is going to help you create your vision. So however that resonates for you. All right, immediate future for Aries. Immediate future for Aries, please. This is for Aries, immediate future. Knight of Wands. This is a leap of faith of some sort. Maybe it's choosing not to believe your path and trying again with a new relationship or a new path or a new career, or starting over something that you felt you failed before with the hopes that you'll be able to do it this time. Like, it's a leap of faith in the direction of this vision that you have. Sometimes a leap of faith can be small steps in that, in that direction, and sometimes it can be giant leaps. A leap of faith is just choosing to believe in your faith over your fear. And sometimes that can be hard when you've experienced a lot of fear coming through, but it doesn't have to be what is your reality. So I do really feel like this is a very hopeful, positive reading for you, but I do feel like the message that is super coming through is needing to reframe your past so that you no longer look at it as, I can't trust the universe is out to get me, because it's easy to slip into that mindset when you have experienced painful things. All right, Aries, thank you so very much for your support of my channel. I'm going to hop on over to the extended here. I'm going to clarify these messages, dive into some advice, and then pull an advice card for you at the end. But one thing that I want to talk about first is last week, I think it's a week from today, I made an announcement that I was going to be joining my friend / spiritual confidant / mentor of sorts in her summer workshop series, talking all about how to take your power back. The whole workshop is about how to step fully into your power so you can create the life of your dreams. So for those of you who know me, you know that that is super up my alley. So if that is something that resonates with you, then I heavily recommend joining us for this experience. I'm pretty excited about it. When she told me about it, I was like, I have to share this with my subscribers, because I talk all the time about these higher level concepts, right? Limiting beliefs and how we get in our own way, but I don't get the chance and opportunity to talk about how to implement this stuff in your day to day. So that's exactly what she does, talking about tools and giving advice and just talking about her experience on how to fully step into your power. Any information on that, including how to register, is in the link or in the description box of the video that I've linked below. So I've linked below the announcement that I made, and in that description box in that video is all of the information of the workshop. It is $20, but it's $20 for all 4 sessions. And so it's $20 up front. You get access to all 4 sessions, which is a steal because that's like $5 a session. So if that is something that resonates with you, I hope to see you guys there. I think it'll be fun. And a lot of these readings, you see, people have these videos having hundreds of views of people who are going through the exact same thing as you. And so I think what I'm most excited about with this workshop is being able to connect with people that are going through the same things as you, so that you don't feel so alone, and you can, help other people by helping yourself. And I just think it'll be a fun kind of community building thing too. So hope to see you guys there. Please let me know if you have any questions on it. Her information, she's a holistic wellness coach. All of her information is in the description box of that video. So if you want to reach out to her, feel free. She's given me the go to tell you guys to go ahead and do that if you want to. So thank you so much, Aries, as always, like I said already, for the support of my channel. I do hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Aries.